Alright, so in about 2 hours, I have an exam for my business administration class, and I am going to bomb it because none of it makes any sense to me. Now, to be fair, it probably would have helped if I studied, and I should be doing that right now, but I was gonna do that. Then I looked at the study guide, and just nah, bro. Like I said, it made no sense. It was just straight gibberish. So I figured, why not, instead of studying for my exam and learning about a bunch of things I don't understand, why don't I just make a video about it? Basically, I got a whole bunch of things in the world that just don't make sense to me. I don't know why. And, a Google search or asking ChatGPT will probably answer these questions, but it's like, nah, I'm making a video complaining about it. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, guys? Future Sadagascar here. I fucking passed that shit. Oh my god, I didn't study one lick, and I got a fucking 70. It's not good, but I still got a 70, baby. With all that being said, let's dive into the actual video, okay? Top 10 things that just don't make sense to me. Let's go. Wait, no, actually, I lied. Before we start the actual video, I'm gonna plug my Patreon real quick. For those of you who don't know, my videos used to be a lot more crazy and inappropriate, but then YouTube was like, nah, we can't do that anymore, and, I just got fucked. And you know me, I want to make money. I'm all about that bread. So now whenever I make a YouTube video that could possibly get striked by YouTube or whatever, I just put it on Patreon instead. And for only $5 a month, you can have access to all of these videos and other stupid shit that I don't post here on the channel. So, yeah, with that being said, it's time to dive into the actual video, okay? Top 10 things that just don't make any sense. Let's go. Alright, so first thing on the list, why is the raw, unprocessed ingredient more expensive than the processed bullshit food? A lot of people complain about America being obese or just like fat people existing in general, and me personally, I was never one of those people. I really don't care, but it's like, dude, can you really fucking blame them? Like, there is no reason to wonder as to why America is so obese when a carton of unprocessed eggs is like $14.99, and then you got the fucking Red 40 cum bucket special for like $2. And recently I've been trying to eat more healthy, and it's like, why the fuck does trying to take care of my body literally run my pockets? Like, dude, forget a girlfriend, forget a car. You want to blow all of your money? Start using beef tallow instead of olive oil. Okay? Start shopping at goddamn Whole Foods. Like, take me, for example, okay? I started drinking raw milk, which is basically just normal milk, but it's unpasteurized, which is a whole step taken out of the process of making the milk, right? But it still costs fucking more, and it's like, what? Why? Did Jesus himself milk these cows? Are they from the fucking Garden of Eden? Is there any particular reason as to why it's more than double the price per gallon? And the part that confuses me the most is the fact that raw milk is very controversial, okay? There's a lot of people on social media who say not to drink raw milk because it's unpasteurized. And for those of you who don't know, pasteurization is basically the process in which it kills the bacteria from milking the cow. Alright, so raw milk is basically straight from the fucking udder.
And it still costs more.
Like, really think about that for a second, okay? They are taking out a whole step and charging more, alright? That is like taking pond water and selling it more than fucking reverse osmosis. But also, the pond water has diseases and bacteria that people are on social media telling you not to consume, right? Everything about raw milk shouldn't make it more expensive, but it is. And that is why it confuses me so fucking much. The only logical explanation I can think of is that it probably costs more to, like, store and keep healthy, I guess, like, not rot. So, if that's the case, then damn, it's just an evil world we live in, but yeah, that's the first thing. Why the fuck is the unprocessed food more money than the processed bullshit? Yeah, next thing. Alright, so next up on the list, we got, why do people climb Mount Everest? Because, like, you can die, and no one asked you to do that. Like, every person who decides, like, yeah, I'm gonna climb Mount Everest, that is their own free will. They are doing that by their choice and their choice only, and they're investing the money to do so. Which, by the way, is absurdly expensive. And think about the people who want to do it, too. Like what? Like, who wakes up one morning and is like, yeah, I want to climb the fucking 9th circle of hell from Dante's Inferno. Like, genuinely, dude, how do those conversations even go? Yeah, let's go climb the fucking icy peak of the earth. The shit that's so high up you need gas masks to breathe. I want to go there. I want to sleep in tents on a snowy fucking mountain for like weeks on end. Like
what?
And maybe it's just me because I don't like hiking, but it's just like, why? Why? Or actually, no, I do know why. It's because they want to accomplish that feat, but it's like, is it really worth it? Especially for over 200 grand? Like, logically speaking, it's absurdly dangerous, Like, for those of you who don't know, when you climb Mount Everest, you get a tour guide, a quote-unquote tour guide, It's just a fucking Sherpa dude who's climbed the mountain like twice. And God forbid you get into a situation where you need a helicopter because the fucking death zone exists, which is pretty much just like a certain altitude at Mount Everest, which is just fucked, you know, you can't fly a helicopter there. And to top it all off, once you finally summit Mount Everest, like you get to the very tippity top,
you have to climb back down.
Which, get this, can be more dangerous than the climb up. So it's like, damn, bro. Like imagine you just summited Mount Everest, right? You just climbed the highest mountain in the entire fucking world.
And you die on the way down.
Oh my goodness. So it's like, dude, you have to pay a shit ton of money to even climb Mount Everest. Your tour guide is just some dude who's climbed it like maybe once or twice. You have to pay a shit ton of money. Did I already mention that? You have to sleep in tents on a shitty, icy fucking hellscape for goddamn like a week. What else? You have to climb back down after you get to the top. You can't call a fucking helicopter if you're about to die. So, like, for the life of me, I just can't figure out why on earth you would ever fucking do this. Please, if any Mount Everest climbers are watching this, tap in. Let me know. I'm genuinely curious. Alright, so this next one isn't really something I don't understand. It's more just like something I think about a lot. But, you guys ever think about how humans just name things? Like, they just decide what something's called, and it's either a hit or a miss. Like, take frogs, for example, okay? I don't know who named them or who found them first, but, they were spot on, okay? Like, those are fucking frogs. And then you got the person who took a liquid shit for the first time and just decided to give it the most beautiful name ever. Like really? Diarrhea? Like, that is legit the most elegant word I've ever heard in my life. It sounds like a fucking Indian prince. That was not a smelly Indian joke. Diarrhea just sounds like an Indian name. I'm not saying Indians smell bad, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? Diarrhea? That is a name I would name my daughter if it didn't mean liquid fucking shit, you know? We have motherfuckers named Ingrid and Kathy in the world, okay? Shout out to all my Ingrids and Kathy, I'm sorry, but dude, diarrhea is so much better. I would rather take a liquid shit and call it an Ingrid. I would rather take a liquid shit and call it a Debbie, but not fucking diarrhea, you know? It's also so long, you could have named it like scum or groth. Or some ugly fucking word, you know, you couldn't have named it anything else, but you know what I mean? That's basically what I'm saying. The same thing applies to like the word gorgeous, you know, it's supposed to represent someone who's really pretty, but fucking gorge, what? The same thing goes for horsepower too, kinda, you know, someone just decided like, yo, we're gonna measure the strength of our vehicles based on how many fucking stallions they equate to. And I'm not gonna lie, I honestly fuck with that, okay? I think having, like, the power of 500 horses in your car in a measurable amount is a flex. That's kind of sick, being like, yo, look at my car.
800 fucking horses.
But then, probably the same person who invented horsepower, I assume, was also like, by the way, one horse has 15 fucking horsepower. And it's just like, what the fuck? What?
Why?
It's called horsepower. Just make it one fucking horse. Why is everything so complicated? But do you guys see what I mean? Sometimes I just think like, yo, humans just decided shit. Like, someone just said, this is how this is, and everyone's just like, yeah, that's true. You know what I mean? Like, that is so funny to me. I think about that all the time. Alright, so that pretty much concludes like the first episode of the things I don't understand. Quick little recap, we got why is the unprocessed food that takes less steps to make more expensive than the processed shit that is worse for you. We got why the fuck do people climb Mount Everest when you can literally die and there's no incentive value to do it and it's expensive and it's just like hell on earth for like a week straight and you're paying like a fucking shit ton of money. That's the biggest fucking part. And then we got people who just make shit up, who just decide things, you know? That shit's crazy to me. People just say things and that's how it is. So, yeah, that's pretty much the video. I can't really give my final thoughts on all of that. There probably is a pretty easy explanation for all of these questions, but whatever. That's pretty much going to be the video, guys. Hope you hope you enjoyed it. Hope I educated at least one of you. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. Moral of the video, ignorance is bliss, I guess. You know, all these questions, you know, they're bugging me right now. I'm wondering the answer, but if I never even wondered it in the first place, I wouldn't be bothered. Yeah, I'm not even what am I even saying? I don't know. That's going to be the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you I already said all this shit. Peace out. Love you all. Bye.
Too shicey, that's my dog. But Pooh, you know I'm really